Wait, what? Okay.
Wow. We're back. Hey, did y'all miss us? Did y'all miss us? We weren't
Quick
gone that
commercial
long.
break. Not that long.
It
Not that
wasn't
long.
that
But of
long.
course they missed us. Who wouldn't?
This, you know what? As always, true. You like how you walked into that, huh?
I did.
I mean, it's what I do. Hey, Dallas in the house. Make sure if y'all checking in, y'all in the Dallas Fort Worth area, go holler at my girl over at Evolution of Her Beauty North. She gonna get you right on every tip because she is bringing all of it. I see you, sis. Thank you for joining in. And I want to welcome everybody back to We Great Over Here with your girl, your hostess with the mostest. I go by the name of Simone Sky with the 2008. You know, the brown, blonde mommy. You know, all those different things. Y'all know I can name names for myself for like for the whole rest of the show. But I ain't gonna do that.
All right,
But
and
y'all
you named
already
12
know.
names.
I know, right? It's just like having a bunch of people just. Well, that sounds real crazy. So let me just
I was like, yeah, where you going with that?
yeah. Somewhere I probably don't need to on live. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about that after the studio.
Oh, okay.
And in the house, in the place to be, is my girl. She goes by the name of me. True.
I swear one day we're going to have to get that recorded. I'm going to have to use that. I know. It's me. It's not you. We got to use that some kind of way.
I feel like you've used that phrase before, too. It's not me. What you just say?
Oh, it's not you, it's me.
That's it. It's not you.
I mean, you know, every now and
Mess it all
again,
up.
you got to put people in the corner and you don't want to hurt their feelings too bad. You be like, it's not you, boo. It's me.
This is why.
It's okay.
Them Aries, y'all. That's
Oh.
them Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love y'all, but that's some Aries stuff right
sure
there.
is.
Shout out to all my Aries, especially my favorite one, which is my oldest, that Deja.
Yeah.
The model Deja Lene.
Hey.
Yeah. My favorite Aries. You
Is that
know
the
what
one
I'm
that
saying?
made you a glam mom?
Yes.
All right.
Did you see my little snickums,
did.
my little nugget?
So
Yes,
cute.
That's my
so
baby.
cute.
That's my baby. He can work me for whatever he wants. And Facebook is not acting right, so I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys are streaming us on Facebook under Beltway Radio and beyond. So if you just happen in, we were talking about marketing. We were talking about artists. So my girl True Russell that's in the place. She's like a serial. Ain't no like. She is a serialpreneur. She does it all. She is Amazon #1 best-selling author.
Twice.
Excuse me. Yeah. Once, but twice. Not uno, but dos. You feel me? Which congratulations on that, because I didn't even know about this one. Another thing about her too. But we're gonna jump into it. She also has artists. You know, she also has a media world that she's taken over. Power Players Media, so represent there. She just does so much stuff. Like she produces. She's a producer. She's a director, so she directs. She consults because she's a consultant. She's educated because she educates.
You know
Whew.
I be momming because I'm a mom.
She's be momming because she's a mom.
Look, I still work full time
I'm
because
just
I be full time
saying,
working.
she be doing all of that and still be having time to come holler at your girl. The host with the most is me. So thank you so much for pulling up. So before we went to pay some of these bills and took a brief break, we were talking about artists, and what I was mentioning is one of the things that I love about you, and shout out to Judy. I see you, baby. That is my baby down there representing. Thank you, Judy, for checking in. So I was saying the thing that I love most about you is that you encourage all your artists and all of the businesses that you consult with to
Be
multifaceted. Absolutely. Nobody wants to be stuck in a box.
Yep.
And in 2023, you shouldn't be stuck in a box.
Right.
And if you're rolling with people that are encouraging that, I don't mean no harm, but you need to let them go. I ain't even going to whisper that. You need to let them go.
And you can let them go with
go.
love. Let me tell you something.
Love, yes.
I've realized that you can let people go with love.
Yes.
Just because I'm not on your phone every day,
Right.
we're not hanging out every day. That don't mean I still don't rock with you. That means I still don't love you, but you not elevating me the way that I need to be elevated. You're not filling my cup the way that it needs to be filled. So I just got to put you over here for right now. And I'll see you when I see you.
Exactly.
But a lot of people don't, they're not comfortable letting people go.
Yes.
And I think that is in one of the new seasons that I'm kind of walking in, where I'm okay letting go.
You have
people,
to be.
Things. If it don't serve me, it's got to go.
It's very liberating.
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Yep.
And that's just from personal experience. And those that are watching us on the live or streaming, go ahead and chime in. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Because again, it's all about if people in your circle and they want you to win, they're going to do what they can to help push you there and elevate you to winning, right? And vice versa. And we're not talking about, because I know we don't have a lot of time tonight, so I don't want to jump into it, because you know how we can go back and forth
man.
Things.
We talk.
Because she's really my sounding board, and I appreciate that. Because she even pushes me, and I'm used to pushing myself, but when you have people that love you, just can't thank anybody enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in front of the masses, I'll tell you, thank you, sis, and it's always a blessing and a super pleasure to work with you. Because you take that collaborating spirit to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever do it in a sneaky way.
Right.
It's just like, hey, I was thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? And in this business, you have to be mindful of it, because you don't know who's around you, if they're around you for the right reasons.
Right.
And ever since day one, when our booties collide, so let me tell you about the booty collide
story. I absolutely love how we actually met. It's great. It's great.
So listen, when our booties collided, let me explain before somebody be like,
and I ain't standing up to show mine. It's wider than all
please
outside.
Please don't, because I promise you guys, y'all know we try to add fun to the broadcast, because this is a fun broadcast. This is your first time tuning in. We great over here with your host, who's the most Simone Scott with 2 Ozzy. So when I say our booties collide, like, we literally met like that. So we were at the Rippies, and I was a baby here at the network. We were called Radio before we split and became Beltway Radio and Beyond. Mm-hmm. And I was one of the rookies, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of new coming in. And as much as I love Rip Radio, sometimes people aren't as warm and welcoming when you're new, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, the looks was like, well, who is she? With the skin in the game. Right. And y'all know I be rocking my blonde hair, so I know I stand out, but I'm okay with standing out because I'm secure in who I am.
Right.
So it was one of them things. So we were trying to sit down at the table at the awards, and our booties like literally collided. Like, it was like boop, boop. And I was like, oh, hey.
Holy shit.
Because I was having a little, clothing wardrobe malfunction. Mm-hmm. And I was like, boop, there was the booty boom. And I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm Simone Scott. Can you fix my dress for me,
was like, hey, sure, let's go to the bathroom,
and I was
girl.
like, yeah, let's go to the bathroom. Let's go. And I grabbed her hand. Never met her in my life.
Right.
Never met her. And we all, we had our shows, because, like, my show would come on first and your show would come on right after. Mm-hmm. And then our Brothers Before 20 would come on after. So it was like we were all back to back. So that's literally how we met. So it wasn't to, like, turn anybody on and say, oh, booty's bumping, because we know with this day and age, everybody's so outraged with everything. No need to be outraged. This is like a sisterly love type situation, and you want to talk more about those things, because that's because we great over here. So as it's been, we've been stuck with each other ever since.
Right.
So
it's like the magical booty bump.
It was the magical booty bump. We're gonna coin that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you're in a winning spirit and your vibrations is high, that's how it is. Because unfortunately, not to harp on those bad things, because that's not what we great over here is about.
Right.
But that wouldn't always be the case.
Oh, yeah.
Because somebody would have been like, well, who the...
Right, watch your big butt. Yeah. And nobody got time for that energy.
Right?
Exactly. You know what I mean? There's so much negative, and it's already just bad energy everywhere.
Exactly.
Why walk around like that?
Why? And
I don't understand. People just wake up angry.
And again, that's why, because we great over here. Like, you woke up, your eyes are open, be happy, like you're here. Some people, unfortunately, didn't get a chance to do that. And your situation could be a lot worse. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so we need to walk more in the spirit of being grateful and thankful.
Amen. Yeah.
And
Heck
instead
yeah.
of what you don't have. It's easy to focus on what you don't have, but you need to be grateful for the things that you do have, because what you going to do if somebody takes it away from you today, right? So that's what my personal journey has been lately, of being more cognizant of that. Like, okay, what am I thankful for? Just waking up in the spirit of gratitude.
Yep.
Even when things seem bleak, you still have to be grateful, because whatever the situation is either going to be a lesson or a blessing. And even if it's a lesson, it's still a blessing.
I like that.
You feel me? Can I get a jewel drop on that?
Oh, blessing. That was
Yes,
deep. I like
I'm just
that.
saying, because y'all know I am the jeweler for all the gems and jewels that we drop on the show. Please believe it. Thank you. That's right. Running back. I thank you. So, we were talking about artists, and I don't know if you guys can see my shirt.
Yes.
But this
Get a
is
close
what
up.
she talks about. Hey, Mr. Get Right or Get Left.
Yep. Shout out to Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox, shout out to Mr. Fox. He's definitely been on the show before.
Yep.
So, again, this just shows what she's about when it comes to her artists and managing her artists and any of the businesses, again, that she consults. She always pushes them to do the extra work. And even though they fight her tooth and nail because it's so much work.
Some of them are just hard-headed and don't want to listen.
The work. Yes.
And it's like, how you going to ask me? Because here's the one thing about me. If we're going to do business together ever and you ask me for help, take the help that you asked for.
Yes.
I try to make it as nice as possible, but sometimes it just can't be that pretty.
Right.
So when I say I need you to do this, there's a reason why I'm saying I need you to do this, and people need to stop being hard-headed.
Yes. Sometimes you just need to go and trust. Like, if you hire
Even if it's
her
uncomfortable.
to look out for you. And you know what? I'll be like to piggyback when you say even when it's uncomfortable. A lot of times, more often than not, when it's uncomfortable, that's when you know that you're doing what you need to do. And it's going to take you into a whole nother place. That's the problem. Sometimes we get too comfortable. And when you get too comfortable, you get complacent. And then you don't go to this next level. Right? God makes no junk. Right? Y'all heard that. We grew up on that. So your job in this world, in in God's creation, is not to just be mediocre. That's not what we're here to do. We are great over here for a reason. You are supposed to walk, and y'all about to get a word from me today, and I'm about to try to do that. But hey, I'm gonna keep on going.
Right, but let me tell you, because you said something too, like that about being on that other or that next level.
Yes,
your level or your. I'm trying to figure out how to put this the right way. Your next level or your level of excellence is not going to be comfortable.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
people got to understand it's not going to be comfortable. Any successful entrepreneur, business owner, millionaire will tell you, I was uncomfortable for a very long time as I was moving in the direction of where I'm sitting right now. If you're comfortable, then you're in the wrong place.
Exactly. Then you're not going to go to that next level. Right. And if people are around you, like your support circle, if they are just welcoming the mediocrity, then they're not the right people that you need to be with, right?
Facts.
Everyone in my circle, from man to woman, right? Even the youngins, we all push each other, and that's how it really should be. So when you have great people around you, nothing but greatness is going to continue to flourish. Is this going to keep spawning greatness? Like greatness and greatness upon greatness is what it's going to be. Right. So So, if you guys don't take nothing else from that, just take that from this. So let's keep it moving. So as far as the consulting, this is a new year. You have a lot of people that are just ready to jump into entrepreneurship. So when you get those new companies or those I would say this, when you get individuals that are like, yo, true, I have this business idea.
Okay.
What is the first thing that you tell them when they come at you with this idea that they birthed?
Okay, gotcha. So first, I listen to the idea, right? Because I do feel like everybody, is not born to be an entrepreneur. Okay. Every idea is not a winner. Okay. So I think people a lot of times jump out here with these ideas, and sometimes they just don't make sense. Okay. So a lot of times you'll see people that's product testing in the market before they actually launch their business. And even if you do it with your friends or your family, people that are actually going to be honest with you, that are going to tell you the truth, you want to try out this idea before you sink all your money, all your time, all your energy into it, and no one buys it because it doesn't make sense to the masses. Okay. There needs to be a need for a lot of things. Yes. And people discredit the fact that there's not a need for it.
Right.
Right. So if there needs to be a need, and you need to be solving a problem.
Okay.
Especially if you're a service-based business. If you're a service-based business, you got to be solving a problem.
Right.
You can't just be out here offering all these services, but don't nobody need them.
Absolutely.
Because you're not solving a problem. And that's what people are looking for, or consumers are looking for, when you're out here shopping the market for stuff.
Yes.
What problem? And you have people that buy frivolously, and that's a different conversation.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
You know, so but once you get past that and you're actually ready to, you know, put this information, I would say the next realistic step is to make sure you structure your business properly. Make sure you get your EIN, your DUNS number, especially if you're going to look for business financing later. Make sure you have your LLC and not a sole proprietorship. Like, there's so many of the back office business stuff that I find that a lot of business owners don't have taken care of.
Right.
You know, like even with artists.
And
let me say this,
we
even with artists,
all
because there are artists out here that are operating a business and not realizing that you yourself is a business.
You are a business.
You need to have an EIN number. How are you writing off your mics, your headphones, your studio time? You know how many tax breaks, and it's tax time now.
Yes.
How many tax breaks people miss by just not structuring their business properly, by not, you know, just formulating themselves the way that they should formulate themselves.
Yes.
So even as an artist and people in the music industry, you need to make sure that you have an LLC behind your name. And you become an employee of that LLC.
Yes.
Because y'all are leaving way more money on the table than you realize. So I digress.
No, but that's a good point. You know, these are conversations that we need to hear more of, which is why when we launch this event, y'all need to get y'all tickets so y'all can get it all firsthand. You see how we just put it right all together. I mean, that's what we do, baby. We segues, baby. But it's true because, again, it's 2023. We want people to be official. We want people to be legal.
Right.
You know, we got to do it, and we have to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Artists, you know, getting into your EPKs and setting up your business so you can receive the royalties on the music that you work hard for, the producers and the engineers for cooking up them beats that we desperately need. So, you know, it's important that you educate yourself. And for those, you know, that say to either me or to a true or whatever, and say, well, it's just so much work. Well, stop being lazy. Like, if you're not going to take any buy-in into your own brand, why should anybody else?
Or you hire somebody. And I mean, of course, I would love it to be me, but it doesn't have to be me. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, everybody has their own lane. Everybody has their own greatness.
Yes.
So if setting up yourself as an entity, setting up your business as a business properly is not your thing, that's why there are people out here who do that. Sacrifice the money and pay them people to set you up the way you need to be set up, because it's going to pay off in the long run.
Yep, because you're investing in yourself. So this is the thing. Is there really a cap on what you invest in yourself? Like, honestly.
Shouldn't be.
Is there a cap? Ask yourself. If you have to ask yourself, that's already part of the problem. Okay? And, you know, you have to also immerse yourself in with education. If I tell you how many seminars, webinars of this and that, and how many Friday nights, just because of what I do for a living, some of you guys are so crazy because y'all think that's all I do is woo, party. Really? You might see me partying, but no, on my phone, I'm probably looking at a podcast or webinar or some type of seminar that I'm sitting in so I can continue to educate myself. You know, you have to do those things so you can stay up with your craft, regardless of what your craft is.
Right.
And to go back to something that you mentioned before, you know, as far as finding that niche, you have to find something that people want. You know, and people want a lot of things. This is the age of convenience. So that's something there that you're going to make money every time if you can find something that's just going to make it convenient on people.
Solve the problem.
You know what I'm saying? So you need to tap into it. We want you to get pumped. We want you to win. That's why we're sharing these things. You feel me?
I saw something the other day where it was like, and it's funny, I didn't think about it, but I'm not necessarily a Jordan fan, so sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna hate me after today.
The year 2-3.
The year's 2-3, and so everybody's
Jordan
walking around saying it's your Jordan year, it's your winning year. So when I read that, I actually took that in and was like, I feel that. You know what I mean? Like, that resonated with me. Again, not being a Jordan fan, because I'm a Knicks fan, because I'm a Jersey girl. So
Hoover, like,
back in the day, you know, it was a little bit of a rivalry.
How about it?
Me neither. Never.
Why did?
Facts.
I ain't gonna say I
Yeah,
did.
nobody want no sneaker Jordan shoes. I ain't saying he wasn't talented, but
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Nobody
She
listen.
hardcore with it. Believe that.
Yeah, I love my sports. I told y'all I'm a whole boy.
Will you stop telling people you a boy?
Listen,
This one.
macaroni.
I'm working on her. Y'all.
Listen,
I really
macaroni Tony is making a comeback for
Yo.
Valentine's Day.
I need you to when you see that, well, when you put it up there, please share it so I can share it on there. I was scrolling when I was stalking your page earlier. I was like, macaroni Tony. I said, I'm gonna fight her when I see her. Yo, I cried. I screamed so loud when I saw this mustache on this fool here with the sideburns with some roses. What was your caption?
So it was
Something
Valentine's
crazy.
Day. It was
This
Valentine's Day, and I was looking at my timeline. This was
I said, oh my
Valentine's Day
God.
last year. I'm looking at my timeline, and it's just a bunch of women of a lot. Okay, it was a mixture. But it was more women who didn't get versus more women who got. So, I'm sitting here and I'm like, really? Like, we are really, because I'm not a big Valentine's Day person. To me, it's another day. It's commercialized. Like,
Definitely commercial.
I can take it or leave it. Like, spend time with me. We ain't got to go out. Lines are long, food's expensive. Ain't nobody doing all of that. So, just give me some flowers and we can stay home and chill. I'm one of those, right? So I'm looking at my timeline and I'm just watching all the comments and just, side chick Saturday. And I'm just watching, and women are bitter, women are upset, women are not happy.
Right.
And I'm like, these chicks really about to slit their wrists because they ain't getting no flowers or no store-bought grocery store candy for Valentine's Day.
Hey, it's important.
So I made a post. It was a little filter. I don't even know where I got the filter from. I swear to you, I don't remember. And it was a guy's like overlay of my face. So I had mustache, sideburns.
She had
came
the sideburns with flowers.
Little bandana. Like, it was really cool. Like, I looked like a whole dude. And
She
that
really
is
did.
how Macaroni Tony was birthed.
Yes, Macaroni Tony. Shout out to Macaroni Tony.
And I made the post to say, it's okay, lady. Or your side dude or the married dude you shouldn't be sleeping with didn't get you what you wanted.
This one.
Macaroni Tony got you. So February. So Macaroni
God.
Tony will be making another appearance.
Yes, and shout out to Macaroni Tony once again, because I'm telling you, I almost lost it.
I like being a boy.
This one every time. But speaking of Valentine's Day, make sure you tap into Refresh and Renew all the studio. We got some Valentine's Day packages. 410-300-3524. We've been helping couples since 2014. Come with it now. We're gonna make it happen. I'm just saying, and we actually teaching back to teaching couples classes.
So what do you mean couples classes?
We will teach you
them how to massage
couples
each other?
massage.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
And those are always the fun classes. I love teaching those. I love just being with people. So it's always crazy. And I can't say everything I want to say right now, but just know that I've seen some interesting things and I've had to rewind people like, look, this is a place of business. I'm gonna need y'all to
keep your juices and berries to yourself.
Please do. Either go home or go to the hotel, motel, holiday. Saying this is not it, but I'm glad that we can bring your love and spirit back. See, I almost look here, Macaroni.
Macaroni Tony wants some happy ending. Please do not with the happy endings thing, because I'm trying to tell you, you will have a very sad ending. Do not bring that ish over here. Sad ending,
yes, I'm just saying it'll be a really bad ending. But those are always fun classes. So look out, for the promo flyer, which is actually getting ready to drop within the next couple of days. And this year we're doing a special because we're adding packages.
Okay.
So you get a nice little package, just some grown goodies, if you will.
Nice.
So we try to make it very special. And the good part is we teach all year round for the couples classes. It's always like a good date night type situation. Yeah. And we're pro everybody. What that means, you fill it out for yourself. I don't feel like I need to say it. We're all grown adults. We judge no one at Refresh and Renew Wellness Studio.
I got a question.
I'm about to go to a commercial break messing with this.
Never mind, I'm just playing.
I'm going to need you to Morse code.
I was just curious if I could come with one person one day. Someone else another day, since you said you don't discriminate.
I don't care.
Discriminate.
Nope, we don't care. Every Fresh and Renew Wellness. We don't judge nothing. Look, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? All we say is don't bring that crazy business to our business. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, as long as we don't have anybody trying to. Yeah, what's the song? I break the windows out the car. Ain't doing none of that. Okay, because we are very insured and we do have, security on the premises. So just know that.
Darn it. All right.
Yes.
So keep the drama at home.
Yes,
Okay.
keep the drama at home. But if hey, listen, you live how you live. You gotta answer the man upstairs with that. Hey, we ain't no judges or jury here, baby. We gonna take your money. We love greenbacks. Every Fresh Renew Wellness studio. We want everybody to be well. So just bring it. But yeah, look out for the couples classes. So let's keep talking. Like, this is great conversation. So as far as, the 2-time bestseller, authoress. I like saying authoress.
I do too.
I like the way it sounds. Hell yeah. At Amazon, like, that's so lit. Like, congratulations. So what sparked your interest in becoming an author? Authoress.
Honestly, I was in a season of building credibility.
Okay.
So, it goes hand in hand with marketing, right? When you're out in these streets and you're presenting yourself as a business owner, there's a certain amount of credibility that needs to follow your name.
Yes.
So I honestly never really thought about being an author before. It wasn't anything, but I was actually, speaking of investing yourself, I was in a class where it was a speak and write your own message class. And it was a class that teaches you how to get on big stages, speak, get your message across, get paid for speaking, things like that. That was a thousands, let me add some S's to that, price point class. So definitely, you do need to invest in yourself. And one thing I learned in this class too is, like, when you invest in yourself and you pay X amount of dollars, you then get to up your price X amount of dollars.
And people need to understand that. I'm so happy that you touched on that, because people get so offended if your prices are up there. But this is the craziest part to me, because people will say, well, you better charge what you worth. And then when you charge what you worth, oh my God, like, it takes a lot of money to be able to be at a level that you are.
Right.
So you have to up your price. You earned it at that point. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get out of. So this is how I operate, and this is my thought process. If you don't have it to afford, just come back and visit it later.
Right.
But don't think that I'm going to always lower my prices. Because everything isn't necessarily monetary.
Yeah.
But things cost, and people need to remember that. You know what I'm saying? It costs to get these classes. Whenever you're going somewhere, it costs to pay that electricity bill. All the different bills that come involved that you need on a residential.
Right.
You definitely need it on the commercial.
Absolutely.
The overhead is sick and ridiculous.
Yeah.
How are you going to pay for that? By the prices of the services and offerings that you give. So we need to stop doing that too.
Yeah.
We really do.
And I understand it is a hard pill to swallow. And for me, I am very much a small business friendly person, right? That is my heart's mission and work of what I do a lot of times. So I am always a sucker for the beginning business or the beginner business or the small business owner who it's just her or it's just him. Do you know what I mean? So, but what I've learned to do is I have package tier points. So, I have prices for certain things that start here. And you can't afford it as a small business. So this is what I can offer you that's here.
Yes. So
I have small business friendly prices, but don't think you're going to get everything that's in this level price.
How about that?
For this. Like, I'm going to give you what you need and set you on the path to be successful. But certain things that are in me cost money.
And they should.
So I can't,
and they should.
I can't just give all of me to someone who can't afford all of me.
And it's a business. That's what it's called. You can't take that personal, because it's a business at the end of the day.
Yep.
Like, I can help you, but for so much.
Right.
Because again, it's bills.
I invested in myself.
And that's it.
And my knowledge is now worth a little bit
and
more.
And your time.
Because,
time is money.
Time.
You lose time, what you going to do? You can't get time back. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, we're saying it's about the money. It's about other things too, because maybe it's some things that you could barter in there. But I'm just saying, straight up and down business, there's a fee that I charge, and either you pay the fee or we can try to work something else, or you just may have to move on. And people need to be okay with that. Don't sit there and sit there and try to, play the violin, because when it comes down to keeping the business alive, ain't no violin being played over here.
Especially when you walk in my office and your nails are done, your hair is done.
Okay.
You got, you know what I mean? Like, I understand the struggling business owner, right?
Right.
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt twice.
Absolutely.
So I understand, and I know I'm playing Jane, but I understand what that looks like for somebody who really is in the trenches with their business.
Right.
But you walking in my office squabbling over a couple $100, and you came in looking like more than a couple $100. Like, come on now. Like, stop it. Because at the end of the day, your business, you wouldn't want somebody to walk in your office and cheat you or try to ask for a discount and all these other things. So,
and shout out to all the people that don't do that, because you know, it's kind of disrespectful too. I feel, you know what I mean? It's kind of a slap in the face, because we all know that certain businesses, you would never walk in there with that type of energy on. And I'm going to say it, you know, be mad at me, don't care. I'm going to sleep really great at night because I know I'm speaking on truth. So like for all of my, first of all, if we're friends, I need to support you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support you.
And pay full price doing
about
so.
it. Listen again. Listen, yo, I'm kind of strapped today, but when I get this money up, baby, I'm coming back to it. It's just that simple.
Right.
You know, don't sit there. And this is what, like, I'm going to say this.
Spit it out. Let it go.
Stay there. I'm going to leave it there, and then I'm going to go on something else, because we great over here for a reason. And shout out to everybody tuning in. For those that are just jumping in, this is We Great Over Here show with your host with the mostest. That's me, your brown, blonde mommy. Okay, because I'm brown. Ain't a whole lot to it. In case I had to break that down. But I go by Simone Sky with the 2 Y's and that E. That's who I am. And I got my girl, True Russell. Okay, she's representing a whole lot. True Consulting.
It's just True. It's not True Russell.
You want me to just say True?
Yes.
You cannot whisper. First of all, that's
I really can't whisper.
I don't even know.
It's just True.
Okay, so we're gonna back it up to True, because I forgot who she may be running. She might be running.
Right, listen now, listen.
But see, you must be up, True.
I'm sorry.
I was going somewhere with this. Damn, somebody tap it.
Oops.
It's gonna come.
We were
back.
talking about supporting and paying your friends full price and not all the discounts.
See,
and
this is why I love her. This is what we do all
the
the time. So I had somebody come in. So obviously, you know, I represent Refresh and Renew Wellness Studio. But again, being out here and doing what I have done in wellness for so long, I'll have somebody to call and say, well, hey, how much you charge for a massage? And I might reply, well, we start off with, start for $85, which you and I both know that that's not a high price point.
Go to Red Door Spa. Come on,
this is where I'm going with this.
Yeah, okay.
But then you, in the same sentence, okay, well, that's cool. But why so much? Because I know when I went to Four Seasons, what?
Ain't no way.
So, okay, let me get this straight. So you just sat there and talked about Four Seasons.
She lie.
But then I'm telling you 85 and you just sat there and tried to talk me down, but you just told me that you just went to Four Seasons. And this is, okay, please know, this is no dig at Four Seasons. I know a bunch of therapists over there, and shout out to all of them. I love them. And a lot of people don't realize we go to the same circuits for training, just so you guys are aware of that, okay? But I chose the price points that we offer on our menu because we want to be able to serve like self-care should be, we want it to be a habitual thing.
Right.
That not just on a special occasion type thing.
Right.
Wellness is what we need, right? So that's why we do it the way that we do it. Even though some things are changing, but that's the bottom line. When business was established, it was because we want to encourage people to push for wellness as a part of their regimen all the time. Self-care is so important, right? Let me sprinkle that out for you. You was on
there needs to be a hand every time he does that.
That's right. And you know, that's why I do that all the time. So I'm just trying to explain it. So I just want people to keep that in mind. Like, invest in yourself and stop trying to shortchange everybody around you. You know, it's kind of disrespectful because you wouldn't want anybody to come to you with that type of energy. Right. You know what I'm saying? So back to the regularly scheduled program, what we were talking about. We just had to get that out there. So for everyone that's happening, I have True, and she's a business consultant. She wears many, 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 many hats. She has some artists. So let's go back to the artists. So run down to me all the artists that you manage and the type of music that they
Two
do.
I can't mention right now.
Right now, okay.
Two. Okay, so of course Big T Beats, who is a friend
Shout
of the
out
show.
to Big T, definitely a friend of the show.
Yeah, he's been here, and he's done some things. He's also owner of the Nolan Amari brand.
Yes, support Nolan Amari, guys.
Yep, that he has started with him and his son, and he's really pushing again back to that messaging thing, right? Fathers in the community,
yes,
doing things with their sons. You know, fathers get such a bad.
They do.
You know what I mean? Like they
do.
wrong sound effect, right? Yeah, and so it was important for me, for him to really connect with that when you're doing a clothing brand with your son. You know, you want to make sure that you're pushing out the right message. People always look down and think that dads don't really do much for their kids,
right?
Or they're just a weekend dad, or
right.
You know, we don't really or they don't really instill certain things in their kids like they should, which is why this brand was so important, because it is something that he does with him. And then we have Mr. Fox, Mr. Get Right or Get Left.
Mr. Fox. I got his shirt on.
You have his shirt on.
See it.
I don't know if you're going to play this video again, but
yeah, we will.
Okay, he is nominated for a Whammy Award.
Yes, so let's talk about the Whammy.
Yeah, which is if people don't know, it is DC's I guess equivalent to the Grammys.
Okay.
So very, very big in the area for artists and anyone really in the music. I think there's a producers award.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different categories, and he is nominated for his newest song, Dreams, which is a beautiful, beautiful song. I love that song and the video.
Love it.
Yeah, the video was great too. So I've done some consulting work for him, in the process of doing some marketing for him. So those are the two that I'm really hands-on with right now. But then I also want to shout out Big Bruh, who is one that we're going to do some work. And,
okay, Big Bruh.
Yep, and he's the one I gave you. He's the one that did the Destiny song. Let me tell you about this. So him and Big T Beats actually collaborated and did the beats and did all the stuff, right?
Okay.
And I was actually there to watch this happen. So I've seen Big T Beats produce and put together beats and things like that, but I've never seen him work one-on-one with a person.
Okay.
So it was very interesting to kind of be in the room and just watch that magic happen. And I tell you, like, just listening to them put it together, and I'm sitting there, and you know me, because I think I can do it all, right? And I'm like, that part don't sound right. Like, it go to that part. And they both looking at me like, hey. And I'm like, okay, let me just sit here.
Stay in your lane.
I'm taking pictures. I'm doing behind-the-scene video. I'm doing all of that stuff. To be able to, repurpose content later. And then when they actually played the whole song, I was like, yo,
right,
this is hot. Like it is such an amazing song that will get you pumped up and ready to go. Like, and I'm a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
So I like hard beats. I like gritty rap. Like DMX is one of my favorites. You know what I mean?
Rest in peace to DMX.
Right. So I like music like that. I'm not a soft music girl, hence Tony, no. So, so shout out to Big Bro. I really wanted to make sure we, was able to play his stuff too, because, he's pushing. He just dropped the album maybe about a month ago.
Okay.
So I want to make sure I show him some love too. But yeah, so those are the guys that I'm kind of working with right now. There is a lady.
Okay, I love it.
Who's in the background. I'm not going to throw
it's not me, y'all. It's not me.
It is not Miss Simone Scott.
Because I know how people be like, oh yeah, nope, it's not me.
Until she and I become official, I'm not going to put it out there.
Okay,
but she is definitely one with talent. I am always pro women.
Yes.
So I really can't wait to kind of jump in with her and do some things, because she gives me Lady of Rage feels.
Ooh.
She gives me a Remy Ma feels.
I love it.
And I'm, again, old school hip hop, right? And I know Cardi B and all that's the new hotness.
Right.
And she's very sexy and all of that, but she has bars. She has flow.
Okay.
So for me, that outweighs the sexy for me. I don't want you to be up here naked shaking your stuff and you sound like trash. That don't work for me.
I get it though. No,
I get that it's popular and I get that it sells, but to me, that don't make you an artist.
I get it.
I like the fact that she really does come to the table with some oomph behind her. I know. I can't wait to bring her to sit on your stage. I can't wait.
I can't wait to have her.
Yes.
Shout out to you, boo. If you watching, I'm here for it. I can't wait to meet you.
I'm a low-key tag her in the comments.
Which I know I'll meet you very soon.
Yes.
So before we, go and jump into some music, tell everybody how they can follow you. True.
Absolutely. So many ways. So I am True _creative consulting here on Instagram, also Power Players Media on Instagram, and on Facebook it is True or Three the Hard Way, because I am a third of a podcast also that will be back in February. So
Yes.
yeah,
And it's TRU.
TRU, no
So
E.
make sure that you put that out there.
The E is silent and non-existent, no E. So TRU.
Absolutely. So before we jump into these music videos, I have to say, listen, anybody that's in the area, okay, I need y'all to know that the Braxtons, the first family, is going to be coming out. Your hostess with the most is yours truly will be hosting the red carpet event. So come dressed to impress, okay? I need y'all in your Sunday's best, even though this is on a Saturday. It is a Saturday event. I need y'all to know that. So I need you guys to come out, show up, and support at the Flagship Theater. We need to support indie movies. We need to support the indie movement, period. Okay, so if you're familiar with Baltimore, you're familiar with the East Point Mall, it's at the Flagship Theater right across. We are starting at 4 o'clock, okay? And yes, this is going to be February the 18th on a Saturday. I think it's the third Saturday in February. So make sure you come out. You can go right to Ari Can. So shout out to Ari Can Productions. You guys can follow them at Ari Can Productions, and you can go right in their link. You can get your tickets right now, not yesterday, but today, because yesterday is already done. So you here right now, like right at this minute in time. If I had a watch, you could do it right now. I don't have a watch, but I'm still telling you to do it right now. Go ahead and get your tickets. Again, and y'all know me, I she's giving me her watch. That's what I'm saying. That's my sis, because you saw how I was rocking with the Skin Time, and she came in with the Apple.
I got it, you got it.
But we ain't gonna give no props to Apple, because I need y'all to get me a sponsorship in the deal. But anyway, I need y'all to tap into Ari Can Productions. Go follow them. The Braxtons. Who are the Braxtons? Oh, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know you was looking.
Is this the Braxtons?
The Braxtons, not those Braxtons, but this is the first family. Because guess what? It starts with a dream, and sometimes your family be the worst. Oh, my God, let me clutch my pearls, because you never know what's gonna happen next, baby. And the only way that you're gonna know is if you pop out, show up, and pull up. February the 18th. Flagship Theater, right across from East Point Mall. The Braxtons. It's red carpet, baby. All right. Yeah, so let's jump into these music videos, okay?
All right.